Hello, my name is Trevor Clark, and today we will discuss my project on racial bias. We will go over examples of hidden bias research. We will discuss why they work. Then we will discuss theories on race and racial bias. We will then go over Mazarin Banaji and Anthony Greenwald's race implicit association test. And I will discuss what I personally have seen and what Banaji and Greenwald have reported. I will finish by discussing the preparation we have started to run the study in the lab. First, I would like to introduce you to something called a mind bug exercise. Take a look at the words on the screen. Please take about 30 seconds to memorize them. Please pause the video at this point to be able to take this time. Now, take a look at these words and select which ones were not part of the image. You may pause the video here for about 15 seconds to decide. Did you get them all right? Did you see the word insect and notice that it was not there previously? This is called a mind bug. It is when our mind adds a memory that was not there before, that we thought was. This exercise can help us realize that our minds like to fill in the gaps. This may not seem important. However, studies attempted to find where these mind bugs can be, and they found them in court proceedings. Eyewitnesses had mind bugs that led them to falsely accuse black men that were not there. These biases can ruin lives, so we must be aware of them. I want to take this time now to talk a little bit more about the racial bias theory and explain it a little bit. According to Ohio State University, implicit or racial bias refers to the attitudes or stereotypes that affect our understanding, actions, and decisions in an unconscious manner. These biases, which encompass both favorable and unfavorable assessments, are activated involuntarily and without an individual's awareness or intentional control. So now we understand a little bit more what the racial bias theory is about. I will introduce you to the racial bias test that Mazarin Banaji and Anthony Greenwald created. The racial bias test, also called the Race Implicit Association Test, is run by Project Implicit. On their website, they state that the IAT measures the strength of associations between concepts, for example, black people, gay people, and evaluations, for example, good or bad, or stereotypes, for example, athletic, clumsy. The main idea is that making a response is easier when closely related items share the same response key. When doing an IAT, you are asked to quickly sort words into categories that are on the left and right-hand side of the computer screen by pressing the E key if the word belongs to the category on the left, or the I key if the word belongs to the category on the right. The IAT is based on how long it takes a person, on average, to sort the word. Here is an example of the test. When taking this test, I personally have seen how difficult it can be to realize that I personally have a racial bias. I have had a few others take the test and have seen varying results. Of those that I had take the test, I found that people from the East Coast tend to be less biased. I searched geographic variability on the IAT website and found this. This is similar to my findings. The study that we want to run in the lab aims to see if there is a difference between those pictures in the race IAT and cartoons of those pictures. To prepare, I wrote a paper for a grant and started a lit review with my group. We received $1,000 to cover fees for fees and to pay participants. Though we have not yet ran the study, I have learned a lot about racial bias. I will work on the study and hopefully track it in the fall. Thank you for your time and support in this project.